Good morning or afternoon, everyone. This is Rooftop Sports, and here we are to, at last, cover the United States national team going up against Australia. And we are getting ready for the national anthem real soon. Until then, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get more content out of this YouTube channel. Right now, I'm trying to get my YouTube TV to work on my tablet, but it is just not responding at all. Wonder why I have just really weird luck with internet. I have no idea why. I can't even explain it. Gonna get ready for the national anthem real soon. I have. Oh, you have to get the Australia one in there. And now the crowd is coming out, or the players are coming out between Australia and the United States. Like, this is going to be a really huge match between these two teams. And now my computer is now just freezing for whatever reason. I just got to get to the national anthems real quickly. Yep, and this is just absolute Seattle atmosphere. Like, it is absolutely impressive. It is full. It looks full. And if they win the group stage, or if they win this game, they are pretty much going to be in the round of 32. And there's a lot of Australian supporters as well, as much as there are American supporters. National anthem will be coming soon, so that's where I will be standing for both national anthems in respects. The energy outside the stadium, they say, have been fantastic. Now we're getting ready for the national anthem of Australia. And now the national anthem of the United States. Anthem of the United States. And that was couldn't be any less disappointing, as we are all hyped to watch this game. And I am coming off of kind of two sad events. I'm coming off of South Korea losing to Mexico 1-0, although it was a very valiant effort. Maybe not valiant enough. Like, South Korea really should have at least tied that game or just kept that at 0-0. But because they played not aggressively enough. That's what the results turned out to be. And I also took a softball to the arm right here, and now I mean, look at that. I mean, look how puffy that thing is right there. Like it's fat. I took a softball to the arm. Don't have videos of it, and I am now out at least a week worth of softball, so I will not be playing. Well, at least for that part of the time. So it's very unfortunate, but it's unfortunately just a nasty part of just a nasty, unfortunate part of the game. So, well, anyways, enough of yapping about myself in South Korea. This is now about the game of the United States, where they will be going up against a defensive powerhouse in Australia. And I definitely don't expect this game to be anything like the Paraguay game that when the United States just absolutely destroyed Paraguay 4-1. So it's gonna be a really tough one. I mean, here is the lineup for United States. We got Balogun, Pepe, McKenzie, Dest, Adams, Tillman, Robinson, Ream, Richards, Freeman, and Freeze as the goalkeeper. Now for Australia, got Toure, Palapile, Okun, O'Neill, Lecky, Baus, Burgess, Seltar, Circati, Italiano, and Patrick Beach, the up and coming goalkeeper. Now, what I'm really curious about is what happened to Christian Pulisic. What I'm seeing is he is not available at the moment at all. So I'm kind of wondering what that's all about. No Christian Pulisic. Wonder what happened. Yeah, it looks like Christian Pulisic is injured at the moment. So that is not good at all. But I mean, it's going to be a tough one for the United States. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, Christian Pulisic is out, so that is very unfortunate. Oh, looks like two of their goal scorers for Australia. They are not playing today either. So, I mean, who knows how this game is going to be? But the only thing that we do know is the loud atmosphere in Lumen Field, home of the Seattle Seahawks and the Seattle Sounders. Like, if you ask anyone about the environment, it is an absolute electric environment in Seattle. Don't put this all to waste. And they did create a standing section, a section all for the Australian supporters. That's really nice of them. But mostly it is United States. So it's going to be a tough task either way. You have a tough task with the United States going up against a defensive powerhouse in Australia that they showed against Turkey. And then you've got for Australia themselves, they have a tough task also because they're going up against the host nation, just like when South Korea went up against the host nation's Mexico. And then Qatar absolutely just getting obliterated by Canada, the host nation. And we're about to get started. And now we are underway. And now Australia does have the ball. And here we are. And they are just, there's a fall. And I think that's going to be a foul. That's going to go towards the United States. Oh, no, there's still, referee still saying play on. A big header by United States. Went all the way to the half. In USA, I mean, this is as an environment as it gets. And now here's going to be an opportunity for Australia. Here's a shot, and that is saved by the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper is Freeze. Freeze plays for New York City FC is who he plays for. It was a shot sort of on goal. And this electric crowd of the United States is electric as it gets. It is absolutely loud. Yeah, Australia, they're trying to spoil for a fight. That's what they're trying to do. Now it's going to be. Now here is nope. Australia is playing very aggressive defensively. I wonder if this is just going to be pretty much could be a 0-0 tie. That's what it could happen to be. They're at now it's a minute 50. Nothing has much happened at all except a shot on goal. More like a potential shot on goal. And now here's a possible nope. And that's going to go out of bounds. United States will wins the group with a win, and Paraguay wins with a win or draw against Turkey. So even if United States win, there's still a lot of factors that have to be done for the third match, for the third game. Now we're got all the way back at the top. We got Ream and Richards. Ream's on the left side. Then we got going back to Richards. And now it's to Ream, who's on the back. And now we are going to midfielding, and now maybe there is quite an opportunity. There's number 5. Here's a no cross. Could be a corner kick, and he did force that corner kick. And that is Robinson. No, it's going to be a goal kick. United States is the heavy favorite, but I expect the Australians to tie. Now it's going to be a goal kick. That's like Patrick Beach, who made his World Cup debut against Turkey and played very, very well. And now here is no offensive opportunity. And that's going to be a huge foul. Free kick, Australia. Christian Pulisic is out. Does seem to be injured prone. Now we're got 4 minutes in. Now it's going to be kicking it back. Now we're at 4:17 in. And I really do think that Australia has a chance to tie this game. I said that this game was going to be ending in a tie. Now we're at 4:40 in. Nothing much has happened. I mean, that's what you expect. And now could be an attack that's going on, but Australia playing very now here's a cross, and now here's the possible header. No! But now it's going back. Now here's a pass and a shot, and it's going to be a goal kick. I think it may have been an offsides call that may have happened. Now it's back on America's defense. Now here is and it's Australia. They're on the attacking side. And now USA gets the ball back, and now they might be on the attacking end. And nope, Australia gets it back immediately. And now they have a shot themselves. And then nope, America, they have been able to stop Australia, but Australia still gets it back. Now it's going to be a throw-in. It looks like it's United States ball. Nope, it's going to be Australia ball, and Australia is playing United States to absolute frustration. That was a big tackle. And now it's going to be, looks like free kick to the United States. And Tyler Adams is writhing in pain. Fans want the ref to give a red card, or not a red card, but at least some kind of a booking, but they're not, but the ref is not going to be budging. Yeah, the announcers are saying that it should have been a yellow card. USA chance. We're about 8 minutes in, and Australia is at least playing very well defensively. And now here is an attacking opportunity, but Australia is able to catch up to them. Now here's a possible opportunity. Nope, it's going to go back to the defense. And we got, now here's an opportunity. Here's a chance, and now here's a shot, and that's blocked. That is blocked by one of the Australian defenders. Just valiant defending by Australia. That was Death who had the, I think he took the shot, and it was blocked. And Australia playing on a very aggressive defensive mindset. We're now at 8 minutes, going into 9 minutes, and we've been seeing a little bit of action, but the United States just cannot get through anything of Australia's defense. Their defense is absolutely impressive. Now we're at 9 minutes, going into 10 minutes, real close. And now here is a chance, and now he's just going to try to cross, and he still has the ball. That was number 8. And now he's crossing a little bit. Now it's up to the middle. Now it's going to go back to number 16. That was Freeman. Now it's McKinney. Back to McKinney. He's trying to do a through ball. And Australia's defense, and then that's just going to be kicked out. That's going to be throw in. We're at 10 minutes in, and we're already seeing great defense by Australia. Now we're at 10 minutes in. Now here's going to be a through ball, and now there's a good opportunity, and now here could be a cross, and now here's the cross, and that's a goal! And the United States have scored, and they get on the board to make it 1-0 off a huge cross and a huge finish. Unbelievable goal by the United States, and now they lead it 1-0. It was actually an own goal by Cameron Burgess of Australia, so that was gifted to the United States, and 10 minutes in, it is already 1-0. Oh my goodness, what just happened? I got to see the replay because everything just happened so fast. But what a moment for the United States. Here's what it was. It was beautifully set up onto the left wing, and then he was trying to cross, and it was just an own goal by the own Australia. And here's the referee view, and it was clearly off of the Australian. He just happened to get in there at the worst possible time. And strangely enough, we've seen own goals. I mean, there's been quite a bit of own goals. Like whenever the United States hosts a World Cup, there's been own goals that's been happening. Happened to Escobar of Colombia in 1994. Rest in peace. But I cannot believe it. Own freaking goal. And now we got 11 minutes in. Now Australia they better be playing more aggressive because their defensive mindset can only do so much. Now they're trying to make a shot. And now here it is, a possible shot. Here's a shot. And that's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick. Now it's going to be goal kick. The United States already leads 1-0. Especially with this impressive crowd of Seattle. But there's still like 88 minutes worth of game, so it's still a very long ways to go. I mean, the first goal was also an own goal. And now here's another opportunity, United States. Now here is a nope, that's blocked, and that's going to be a United States corner. And now they're going to do the corner kick. Felix Vyers, I believe he's taking the not Felix Vyers. Now we're at 14 minutes. Now here is the corner kick, and now it's going to be a header. And that was close to get it in there. Now they're just going to reset, and now maybe just it's going to be a handball against the United States. That was McKinney. Now here's a goal. It was a kick. It looked like it was handball. Oh, yep, it went on his hand. So that's why the play slowed down. Looks like I had a really good chance. And the United States is now really coming out firing. Soccer is easily the biggest, most popular sport in the world. More than anything else. Definitely more than American football. More than baseball and basketball. And that's going to be a heavy foul. And the United States are able to do this without Christian Pulisic. Australia is trying to make this a physical game. Now, United States, they are on the attack. Oh, that's going to be... Looks like we got a yellow card. And it's going to be a yellow card on Australia. United States playing with real intensity, or Australia is playing with absolute aggression. Now they have a set piece. It's going to be a free kick. We got 16 minutes in. United States is up 1-0, but I would wonder if Australia is going to hit back. It looks like someone might be offsides. He was for a moment. And now here's a free kick, and now it's that was McKinney with the flick, and that's going to be a goal kick. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is actually on the sighting. And here's a giveaway. And now here's going to be a cross. And a little bit too far. Now Australia has it back. Robert F. Kennedy watching this game. Robert F. Kennedy, the son of Robert F. Kennedy Sr. and the uncle. He was also the nephew of John F. Kennedy. And I would love this if it was South Korea being up 1-0, but I mean, I'm watching United States, so. It is pretty hot outside in Seattle. It's been hot this entire week. We're at 18 minutes, getting close to the water break. We're at 18:25. And now it's going back. United States with possession. We got Robinson. And they play on a 4-back set, which is something I think South Korea should be doing. Lumen Field is home of the Seattle Seahawks and the Seattle Sounders MLS team. And Seattle Seahawks were the recent Seahawks are NFL Super Bowl champions. And now here is no opportunity. United States is 17th in the world, while Australia is 27th. Just behind South Korea is Australia. And now an opportunity could be, that would have been to McKinney, the midfielder. We're at 20 minutes. And it's going to be, and now it's going to be an opportunity by McKinney. Nope. No, here's another one in the penalty box. And he's going to cross it. And now here's the, nope. Australia's defense is just, they're just stopping them right now. And now they're just going to kick it all the way out. And I wonder if the goal, you got to be careful. And he does. He's able to get that out of there. Now I wonder if and he just kicks it all the way out. Australia has shown their danger on defense and the ability to rebound and attack. U.S. throw in is now 1-0 so far. We're at 20 minutes, getting close to the water break. Now here's an opportunity, and Patrick Beach is able to save it. Now here's an opportunity again, and now here's a shot. No, that is blocked, and Australia now has it. This could be a long defensive grind of a game. Now here's Anthony Robinson. Now it goes back. And it looks like there's a crossing chance. Nope, and the United States is able to get it back. United States, the host nation. A chant of USA. And how fitting, there's the McDonald's logo. McDonald's advertising. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. If only they gave me a sponsorship deal. We're at 22. Australia is still playing on its defense. And now they are kind of attacking. That is leaky. And now he's going for a cross. And now, oh, and that's going to be a corner kick. Heavily defended by Freeman. And it's going to be corner kick. That was just absolute insanity. It's going to be a corner kick. An opportunity for Australia. Australia does have like the height advantage. Australia is finally taking the corner kick. And what can they do here? Now here is the kick. And there's a header. And now here's a potential shot. Nope. And it could be another corner for Australia. And it's going to be corner. And now here's the corner kick. And a foul. And it's going to be USA ball. And now we are going to be on the water break. Now it's time for me to get some kind of snack because I am kind of hungry. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
Strong finishers, solid depth. Like them a lot. I think it might be their heater. A dark horse for sure. No, they're good. Defense, great coach. Good luck with your bet.
Oh, wow. Not enough shade. There's only shade on the one side, only one of the sides of the stadium of Lumen Field.
So oftentimes we have seen some of these breaks, specifically
And now it's going to be goal kick. United States, I would think, would at least clinch a spot into the round of 32. And now here's a big opportunity. We're at 27 minutes in. And now here's going to be a cross, and that's going to go a little bit too far. I think Australia might have conceded a corner kick. I guess not. And it's going to be goal kick. Mariners have, not Mariners. United States has not played in Lumen Field in a decade, and that's when they played in the Copa. I believe it was the Gold Cup when it was the last time. Paul Allen actually designed the stadium to make sure it was as loud as possible, just like the Kingdome back in the old days. And now looking for a possible cross. United States are trying to make it an excellent day, a really good day. Now they draw it back. And now it looks like there's some, nope. Australia is really just keeping them in check. The chant of USA is very vibrant. Now here is a long ball, not really a long ball. And that's going to be corner kick. Another conceded corner kick by Australia. Now we're at 30 minutes in. As we're at 1-0 United States so far. Australia is still playing very well defensively, with the exception of one meltdown. Now there's a corner kick, and nothing much doing. Now it's 30 minutes, getting sort of into the ways of halftime. Now it's throw in. Suns playing for United States. Wonder who that was. I don't think it was Sterling Sharp. United States father played for Packers. Wonder who that is. Antonio Freeman played 8 seasons for the Green Bay Packers. And that's going to be a free kick. And we got another yellow card, and Australia is in trouble. They're just getting all these yellow cards with all their big physical play. So Alex Freeman plays for club career in Spain and MLS. Antonio Freeman is Packers wide receiver. Alex Freeman is just 22 years old. He is a young man. And Alex Freeman, he plays on defense. while his father played for the Green Bay Packers. Played under the great Brett Favre. And now we've got a free kick. And now here is that free kick. And it's going to be a foul. And an Australian player goes down. As we're at 32 minutes in. Scotland will be facing Morocco next, and it's going to be Brazil versus Haiti. I wonder how the Paraguay is playing later tonight. Casey Keller and Alex Morgan are on the camera. Now we're at 33 minutes. And the United States and there's a slide tackle. Still play on, but this has been a very physical game. It looks like there's going to be a foul in favor of the United States. Last meeting on October 14th, 2025, United States won 2-1 with Haji Wright with 2 goals. Now we're at 33. Now they're going to try 34 minutes. Now it's going to be possible cross. United States hasn't really created that much chance. Now here's an opportunity. No, in the penalty box. United States doing nice spin moves. And that's going to be a throw in United States ball. That's going to be header. Oh, and that's going to be another throw in. Now's our chance. No free kick. They're saying play on. Now it'll be out of bounds. Should be United States ball, you would think. No, I think it's actually going to be Australia ball, and it is. Now there's an opportunity again. And it's going to the right side. Now here's a cross and a header. No header. They just don't have the height advantage on Australia. And they're just trying to get it out. And it's going to be throw in. You can't have a World Cup without the United States. And out of bounds going to be Australia ball. Uh-oh, we got medical staff rushing out. A couple players are down, and hopefully they're all okay. How's it going? Can you talk to me in chat? Headphones are not working. There we go. Now there's just a little bit of an injury timeout going on. Looks like it was Alex Freeman, actually. Hoping that he is okay. And he is okay. We're at 40 minutes. Getting close to the halftime. And I'll be eating a little bit of a lunch once I'm done. I think that's Zach Levine. Zach Levine may have been seen on camera. It looks like it may have been. And it's going to be, they're saying there's going to be quite a bit of stoppage time, too. Matt Freese has only made one save, and that was early in the game. A lot of fans. It's a very much of a sellout crowd. USA trying to look for a second goal going into the half, which they should. And now here's going to be a nice, nope, there's nothing. And now could be a cross. Could there be? So much yellow shirts, that's for sure. Got Freeman. Now nice little moves. And now here is going to be a nice moves. Couldn't get it through because Australia has really good defense. He's getting absolutely just wrapped up. Just cannot get through. And Australia's defense, and that's going to be a foul. And now USA is in very good position. With this set piece, they could really put this game out of reach, a little bit more out of reach. There could have been a penalty. There was a chance for that. And it's going to be a free kick from a very dangerous angle. United States with a huge opportunity. And now here is, nope, they're not going to kick. And now here's going to be a shot. And now here's, it was blocking. And that gets in anyway. And is that going to be offsides? It's going to be offsides. He was about to celebrate a World Cup goal, but it was vetoed away because of the offsides. But it looked like a great opportunity. It was that free kick, and that was a really good shot opportunity. But yeah, everyone was, yeah, that's really tight. I wonder if they're going to VAR this one. It is being checked. They're saying it could be given as a goal because it was off of the Australian player, so that is a very good case for a possible 2-0 lead. They're mapping everything. That's what the VAR is all about. Here we go. Looks like they are going to review it officially. What are we going to say? Yep, that's going to be a goal. United States 2-0. And the building's about to shake, and this is going to cause an earthquake because the ball went, the offsides happened because the ball went off of the Australian, and when it's off of a defender, the offsides thing is completely out of factor. Takes me back to 2006 World Cup when South Korea played against Switzerland, and Alex Frey, he was able to score a goal, and there was supposed to be an offside, should have been, but the ball went off of the Korean defender, which was why the offsides was not a thing. Yeah, he gets that in there, and it's a World Cup goal. It was Freeman who got it home. Now it's 2-0. United States is completely possibly running away with it. Now we're at 46 minutes. Another minute to go in stoppage time, but it probably might go a little bit longer because of the VAR. And now United States, they are going to do another corner kick. They could be the best team in this group. I thought Australia was at least going to hold them to a tie, but it looks like that's not going to be possible up to this point, especially when it's 2-0. United States has been absolutely dominant in this group stage. We're at 47 minutes in. Now here is the corner. And now a possible header. And there's going to be a foul. It's going to go to Australia ball. And now it's going to be goal kick to Australia. Was considered onside. Especially thanks to all this technology. Still going to be Australia ball. I wonder how much time they're going to get. I would think that they're going to get at least 2 more minutes because of the stoppage time. There's the kick. And don't lose that ball. There was a misplay on that. And it's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Australia. Now it's going to be United States ball. Now it's 7 minutes. Now we've got 2 minutes over. But I think they're just milking the clock. I think the whistle's going to blow in a few moments. Winner advances to the knockout round. Just like Mexico, the first team to clinch to the knockout stage. And they are very likely going to play in the round of 32 in Mexico. And if Mexico wins in their round of 32, which they are pretty much clinched, like they have clinched the top spot, then they will play in Mexico City in Mexico. And then after that, it's all up to them. They'll be at Miami for the quarterfinals. And theoretically, if South Korea wants to somehow win the first seed, let's say South Africa, they lose. Czech Republic wins, I guess, but then South Korea has to score an X amount of goals. And all South Korea has to do is at least win and you're in. And it's going to go that way. Australia with the throw. And they're still playing. They're a bit over the stoppage time. And the United States are trying to look for a third goal, but Australia is just playing for their lives at this point. And now here is an opportunity. And there's a cross. Now here's a shot. And that is saved by Patrick Beach. And I think that might just do it. And I think this is going to go into the halftime. It's a great save by Patrick Beach, one of the rising goalkeepers, but he's not doing so much today. I mean, it's not his fault. It's just that Australia's defense has fallen apart. And all those goals that he gave up, there was nothing he really could have done. Now, Australia, they're trying to make it at least a 2-1 ball game. The final play at the half, they're declaring it. And that goes out. It's going to be a goal kick, and that's going to be the half. It was a great defensive effort, and that's going to be the halftime. And the United States, they've came out in impressive fashion with a 2-0 lead. And I got to get going. Not get going, but I got to eat some food. Like, I am really, really hungry. I mean, I don't know really a floating video that I could really play. But maybe I should. I mean, I guess, like, enjoy this background, I guess. Nah, I can't do that. But I am going to take off for a little bit. Gonna eat some food because I am extremely hungry.
Vision and upgrade fees. Hello, Verizon dollars for every customer. Simplicity. The question is, get access to the just global Scores unlimited 2% after purchases. Start when you want. First one, I'll knock you off. We're having a watch party. DNA. It's engineered with it. It's zero. GMC truck one. Seattle, part of a tradition that dates back thousands of years. Our territory, resources, culture, history, is our traditional home. It's time. Uncle Shoot, Seattle's host track. Football's so confusing. Alaska. We're now flying nonstop to London. Soccer is alive. Two dreams take flight. What makes something? Search for because you only need it gives you steps.
Ah, I am back. What did I miss? Commercial break, or not commercial break, but halftime is still going on. Now we're back from the break. I wonder if this is the start of the half yet. Another 45 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And they are taking back the field again. 6 goals by the United States. This is the most that United States have ever scored. Now I kind of want to know how the United States did in previous World Cups. Let's go all the way back to group stage. So they scored the most they ever scored. I believe it was probably. No, this is definitely the most they've ever scored. But yeah, this is the record. I think their record was like 4 at most in group stages. But Australia, you would think that they're going to try to at least try to get this game even. If they win this game, it will go to the round of 32. And now United States, they're going to have the ball going into the second half. And we are underway here at Lumen Field again for the second half. And United States just kicked the ball away immediately. The 2 goals was done by Burgess of an own goal and Freeman off of a mistake. And it's going out of bounds again. Nothing much has been happening. It's already like what, 45 seconds in. And now here's Australia. It looks like they are on the attacking end. Maybe they could get back into this game. And nothing much doing. United States thought they should have had a free kick at the start of the half. And it's a foul. Very quiet game so far. I think United States, they just want to finish this game and then they just want to move on to the Turkey match. But you still kind of want to score as much goals as possible because you just never know when it comes to all these tie-breaking implications. Like anything can happen. Well, we got 48 minutes in, and there's gonna be a foul. And no, it's gonna be a play on. No, it's gonna be a foul. It's gotta be a foul. We're at 49 minutes. Pretty uneventful half so far. I can be honest with you on that. Now we're at 49 minutes. Now I was looking for it could be an opportunity. No, not really. Australia is going to keep their defense intact. Now we're at 50 minutes. Now here's going to be a cross. That's going to be headed away. And now it's going to be stolen by the United States. Now here is the big opportunity, and he is going up all the way. He has a chance to make it 3-0, and now here is the potential shot saved. It was a corner. It was stopped by the defender, actually. Great defense by Australia. They never gave up. But that was great defense by the United States, leading to a potential 3-0 lead. But he kind of hesitated. Now it's going to be corner kick to the United States. We're at 51 minutes. Now here's a cross. Now, nope. Nothing doing. Now United States might get the ball back. Now here's a good angle. And I think that's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a corner kick for the United States. They're still playing it. They just did a little soft kick. They didn't really go all the way across. Now here's the cross. Nope. It's going to be another corner kick. Now the kick. Now it's going to be header. Nope. I wonder who's that on the camera. A couple of celebrities, it looks like. Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, they're talking about that Marshawn Lynch was known for his beast quake. And he did cause that earthquake with a huge run. Russell Wilson and Sierra Wilson, that's who it was. He is there. A lot of Seattle presence at this game. There's nope, no chance. That was Patrick Beach getting it to it. And USA has a great opportunity to maybe make some kind of a deep run. Anthony Robinson, unfortunately, is hit with a yellow card. Now we're at 55 minutes, just 10 minutes in, but nothing much has really happened. Yellow cards are going across the board. And that's the thing. You don't want another yellow card after yellow card because you either get the red card, but if you get a yellow card on the separate, now here's a chance. Ricardo Pepe has it. But yeah, if you get another yellow card on a separate match, you miss the next game. So that's why the yellow card is very dangerous to have. Now maybe a shot, an opportunity. There's opportunities, no opportunity. That's going to be a corner kick. No corner kick. It's going to be a goal kick. A lot of boos by the United States fans. Oh, it's going to no foul. But they're just playing it, making it a physical game. I mean, honestly, this could be a snore fest for the rest of the entire game. And it's going to be a play on advantage. Now, here's a cross. And I think it's going to be a corner kick. Now they're doing VAR to review it. Someone's going to have a look at it. We're at 58 minutes. We're at 59 minutes. It looks like there's some injury timeout going on for a treatment. Make sure that he's okay. It looks like he's possibly being taken out of the game. It looks like they might actually make the sub. And it looks like they are. And they are going to make that substitution. Looks like he's getting carted off the field. Wow, some Australian. He was born in Italy, and he played for the youth team, but it just didn't work out. So now he's in Australia, and now he's in the World Cup. All right, 61 minutes. Getting close to the water break again. And now here's an opportunity. Oh, it was an opportunity. Nothing much being doing. And now here is Australia. He might have a shot. And now he's going to try to go for it. He's out of room. Now here's a shot, and that's going to be over the head of the goalkeeper. And that's going to be a goal kick. Now another player went down for Australia. No penalty to be called. VAR is going to review it. Yep, nope. It is play on. Yeah, that's why United States, they want to have a 3-0 lead to give Australia no chance whatsoever for this game. And this looks like open opportunity. And now here's a no shot. Australia's defense is still hanging tough, even though they are down 2-0. And now Australia, they are bringing it up. We're at 63. Turkey and Paraguay play tonight in Santa Clara, home of the 49ers. And Seattle got the better game. Luck of the draw. A really beautiful day. Now they're just trying to get it out. Now here's an opportunity. And there's a shot. And that's going to be saved. Now here's maybe an opportunity again. And not so much. There was contact, but nothing doing. Australian bench is very upset. They feel like there should be some kind of a call. Now they're questioning if they're going to VAR it. It was a very dangerous challenge. Looks like he waved it off. We're at 66 minutes and we're getting close to the water break. Something might be wrong with my camera. Been very glitchy lately. Yeah, but it's very laggy. I wonder what's going on. It's got to be the internet that's just not good. Now it's kind of back to the way it was, should be in form. And now it's going to go into water break. Now it's just getting to the point it's just unusable. All right, maybe that made it a little bit better. Oh yeah, there is, isn't there? Oh wow. Do you have send it to me on my Twitter X. And my feed is just glitching again. I wonder what is going on. Like this usually does not happen. Just gonna turn off the Wi-Fi for my phone. Water break is still ongoing. Probably gonna refresh it to see if that improves. I'm hoping that made a difference. I think it may have not. I think it did. Well, that's what I need. I just needed to fix it. That should be a little bit better, I hope. This water break is going a little bit longer than I expected. Oh, you just posted it and you tagged it. Seattle Archives. So you do follow me. I don't see it. No, it's 60, almost 70 minutes in. Oh, the sprinklers are out. I mean, it's a beautiful day. Now we're at 70 minutes in. Now it's going to be throw in. It'll be a header. And that's going to be United States. That's going to be Australia ball. My bad. Oh, I see you. I guess there is a lot of Sonics. That's Australian fans, you silly. They're Aussie fans, not Sonics fans. Come on, stop it. No, sorry. Those are Aussie fans. It was a good joke. And if anyone, if you're going to next games, use that promo code Rooftop Sports, get your $20 off, or better yet, donate to the channel too. That'll be cheaper than, or actually, no, it'll be cheaper than buying a ticket at least. Yeah, it was not. I think the one who tweeted it did it on purpose too. And also, Seattle Archives. I noticed that you noticed that I did suffer an injury. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look at this. I mean, here's my arm right now. I mean, look how fat that looks. Like you can see a really huge bump right there. Like it was not fun at all to deal with that. Yeah, it was awful. But the fortunate thing is, the bone on the X-ray, the bone was just bent. It was not broken. That was the best part. It was just bent. So now it's just requiring me to just get some rest and ice up. I'm definitely gonna ice up after this game. United and Australia, they're still trying what they can. It's free kick for United States. It's like possible another substitution. There is gonna be a substitution. Berhalter's coming off. And they're gonna bring in some new players. More fresh legs as a substitute. United States are hoping to make a huge run in this World Cup. Just like the United States was able to make a successful run in the Olympics. Oh, huge foul and challenge. We're at 75 minutes. U.S. may get a free kick. Yeah, just one more goal for comfort would be very nice. I agree. And now he's going to get the ball again, and this is going to be another opportunity. We're at 48 minutes. Yeah, of course. Definitely want a shutout. As much as I do cheer for the United States, my heart really does go to South Korea. That's where my family was from. So I know that good old Keith Olbermann says, "Why would you cheer for a country based on where your grandparents were laid?" It's like, come on, man. It's family. And plus, I'm not an interracial. I'm actually a pure Korean ethnic. So whoever haters say, you back off. Now here's a cross for Australia. Nope, nothing doing there. It's going to be 15 minutes plus stoppage time remaining in this game. Now we're at 76 minutes in. Australia trying to attack. And they have a good opportunity. Now here could be a possible cross. And now here's a cross, and that is deflected. But still opportunity. And he's, nope. And that's going to be kicked all the way out. Oh, it could be a possible handball, but they're still going to review it. Probably nothing happening there, is what they're saying. It really doesn't matter if you're rooting for family roots. It's where you were born. It's about celebrating your countries and cultures you came from. Yeah, that was a disappointing result. Thought they would have won. I thought they would have just tied. Mexico's always tough, altitude and the fan support. And ironically, though, Korea has gotten really good hospitality support from the Mexican fans. And I am kicking myself to this day for not going to Mexico last week against Czechia. I mean, I don't mean to sound too delusional, but there's a good chance that not only would I enjoy a great Korean victory and have a great experience in Mexico and great authentic Mexican food, I do think that I would have kissed a Mexican girl by then. So that's why I'm going to a Mexican versus Czech Republic watch party at the same time South Korea is going to be playing against South Africa. You know, those fans are very passionate, have a lot of respect for the Mexican fans. And South Korea and Mexico have been known to have an excellent relationship politically and culturally. Like I've been making the joke that the Mexico treats Koreans better than South Korea treats Koreans. That's one thing I've learned in this World Cup, and I really regret not going to Mexico. Like I really should have went, but I had other plans in August, so I kind of vetoed it away. But it is what it is. But I do plan, if South Korea makes it to the round of 32, I do plan to go to Los Angeles to get a chance. Maybe I'll meet some Mexican friends there too, or if not, Korean friends. There's someone that wants to, he does want me to be there. So we'll see. Now here's a corner kick. Nothing doing for Australia. Now there's another kick, and that's going to be go for goal kick. South Africa was poor. They thought they got lucky. They got lucky. You would think so. You would think so close, but Korea does have their struggles against African nations, though. I mean, they had their same problems against Nigeria in the 2010 World Cup, where they barely tied that game, and they should have lost that game. So anything can happen, even against South Africa. And South Africa really should have lost to Mexico in much bigger margins, and they somehow didn't. Nothing still much going. I think this game is just going to remain at 2-0. I think Americans might just settle for that. The U.S. has not had a shutout since September. According to the PNSN, there was a huge jump in Yeah, I can see that. Especially for the goal. Bringing the energy of the 12s. Yep, it is the Seahawks magic. That'll do it for you. We're at 82 minutes in now. Now here's a cross. Nope, nothing doing. Now here's a opportunity. And no, it's chaos. And no call. I think Australia wanted a penalty. Now here's a cross. Nothing doing. Americans are just trying to get rid of the ball, but they are just struggling to. And nothing doing. Australia with another corner kick. Yeah, they think they should have. They think there should have been a penalty. And Australia desperately wants one, so they can have a chance to at least make I guess, the defeat at this rate at least somewhat respectable. And nothing doing. Now here's going to be a possible cross. And now here's a nice cross. And here's a shot. Nothing doing. Now here's a shot. No. And nothing doing. Great defense by the United States. And there's a foul. That was really close. They just need a goal. They just need a goal, and they'll pretty much just put the game away. It's going to be an Australian free kick. We're at 86 minutes in. Now here's could be a possible cross. No, and now here's a shot. Nope. It's gonna go over the head. It's gonna be goal kick. That's going to be a free kick. A little bit of conversations going on. We're at 87 minutes towards the end of the game. The United States pretty much has this held on pretty well. It's been just a very uneventful second half, but it is what it is. As long as the United States gets that victory, that's all that matters. Uh-oh, someone's going to take a yellow. Chance of USA still rampant. And it's going to be throw in. Oh, another collision going on. Just a very physical game. You would think it's going to be another yellow card again. The Australians are saying that it's pretty much a rugby match at this point. Now it's almost getting to the 90 minutes. I think it's going to be about 5 minutes of stoppage time. Jacob Italiano is now at a yellow card. So that leaves Australia at a bit of a disadvantage, but they are going to go up against Paraguay. So you would think that Australia has a pretty good shot, especially against Paraguay, knowing their struggles. According to Circling Sports, 66,925 fans in attendance, according to Circling Seattle Sports. Now it's going to be a corner kick for Tillman. And they're just really not really doing much. It's going to be 6 minutes. I thought it was going to be 5 minutes. It's going to be a throw in. Now, at this point, I think they're just going to milk this game. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to say that Australia didn't really want this at all. Now Australia, they're trying to fight back. And now it's going to be, nope, nothing doing. It's going to be a goal kick. USA chant still going. United States, they are in very good position. After this win, they'll be in great position to get to the very first seed in knockout stage. And last time they did, they were number one. Last time they were number one was in South Africa. Now here's another chance to make it a 3-0 game. They're in good position. Here's a cross. Oh, no, it's just badly positioned. There was a good chance for a goal. Now it's going to bring it all back out. And now here's nope, no, nothing doing. Oh no, and oh, that could be a foul. That's a yellow card. Yep, definitely right there. Too much physical game going on. It was more of a tactical foul. But luckily it wasn't one of the starters that it usually is. That was Richards. He now has a yellow card. Checking to see if he was actually one of the starters though. Nope, he was actually a starter, so that actually could be a bit dangerous. Richards and Bougon have yellow cards. Australia has 4 of the 5 defenders also on yellow cards. Even the referee needs to have his arm stretched out or his leg stretched out. Yeah, ref is down. Yeah, just keep the composure. No yellow cards. Absolutely agree. Yep, ref is down. Yeah, people don't realize how much gear the referee brings. So it's probably going to go for another couple more minutes, I would say, because the ref was down. Hopefully he's okay. And now here is a kick. And nothing doing. And they're just trying to kick it all out. They just want to get it out of there. Now here's a kick. And that's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be goal kick. Getting close to the end of the game. Absolute domination by the United States. It's going to be an own goal. Or own goal. What am I talking about? Only just a few minutes left, and I really am just going to dip because my camera is just not working very well at all, or my Wi-Fi is just garbage. It just keeps glitching so much. And this game should be over. I think that the whistle should blow after this kick. I mean, it's pretty much over anyway. Nope, they're still going to play on because of the ref injury moment. And they're just playing on. Now here's a cross. Nothing doing. And that really should do it this time. Nope, and I think there's a chance for a third goal. And now he's racing it up, and I think he's going to be offsides, though. No, he's still going. And he might have a shot. Nope, and Australian defense. It was going to be offsides anyway. Saw it on the headlines that Jurgen Klinsmann thinks it was the right call to save Pulisic. Just let him rest. Out of bounds. Seconds away, and this should be it. United States are on the verge of an impressive victory over Australia, as we thought it was going to be a defensive standoff, and it turned out not to be the case. Chant of USA. Yep, USA has never done that. They've never clinched. Now here's another opportunity. This could be the icing on the cake. And no, and that's just going to be out. No, and there's a no foul. Oh, it could be a foul. Doesn't matter. United States have won. They are advancing to the knockout stages on an impressive 2-0 victory by the United States. 2-0. It was off an own goal and a header. And the United States was nothing short of absolutely disappointing. They were just absolutely just flat out impressive. Congratulations to the United States. They are now going to knockout stages, and they did it in Seattle. How fitting is it that it happened in Seattle? Literally 30 minutes from where I live, where the United States made history clinching to the knockout stages on the second game of group stage for the first time in their history, and they got to do it in Seattle. A very special moment, and this is something that Americans should absolutely be proud of. Anyways, I'm going to take off. That's going to be it. Everyone, thank you for being here, and I'll be taking off. Everyone, have a good day, and go Mariners, too. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RooftopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you.